you guys regularly working with any institutions, agencies of record, or like what sort of correspondence do you have with, even if it's like an in-house marketing team, even if admissions is the one that bought the product and is using it, like how are you guys coordinating with other organizations to make sure that the environment and the content is set up in a way that is likely to compel a student to interact with it?
Yeah, I would say so. There are a couple of different angles there, right? One is we have members on our team that come from a wealth of background in enrollment marketing and admissions, and part of their job as strategists are to help with the content planning, the release of the time, the cadence of the content. Our marketing agency services team will develop the email templates that go out on behalf of clients. So we're drafting that copy
Got
at
it.
that
Okay.
level, right? And so there's various levels of partnerships and how we support our clients.
Sure.
And but at those levels, that's what they expect and that's what they're looking for. We integrate with RNL for their search campaigns. We integrate with Slate directly, and Underscore builds Conduit into those search campaigns. They're building those search campaigns at that point in partnership with the client. And we work with Capture Higher Ed in a very similar fashion, where our data is delivered to their Engage module of the behavioral intelligence platform.
Yeah.
And that data is used to inform predictive analytics, but they also run search campaigns on behalf of a few of our clients. So we're going to work with the appropriate folks within those departments to develop that content. I will say that then it's the process of actually creating that content. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that people have gotten better over the past year and a half at recording and presenting content virtually, right? And so while there is still some support that's needed in messaging and branding, we're going to work with whatever agency a school is working with or their marketing department to do that. But we also have to make it super easy for the institution to actually post that content once they create it. So we like to call our PQ cast, which is our presenter studio, president-friendly presenter studio. And I think everyone, when you say it, you get it, right?
Yep.
It's so easy to use. I like to say it's Zoom-like, but even simpler for a presenter to be able to create content. But it creates a more dynamic environment. You can see in the screenshots here that there's different layouts for presenters. You can do desktop screen share, of course, but you can incorporate panel type presentations. It's not just presenter at the top of the screen with slides. You can actually modify the layout to make it a little bit more interactive and really support that continuous engagement. And I'll say the last piece on the content creation side is we also have built out what we call BYOV, or bring your own video, where schools are able to then utilize whatever platforms that they want to create that content. So PQcast, I will say, is easier to use than Zoom when producing content for virtual engagement. But I also understand that faculty, once they learn how to use one thing, they don't want to learn how to use anything else. And so we enable Zoom, WebEx, whatever meeting software that you're using to record, to stream through Conduit to the audience, right? So the presenter gets the peace of mind of using whatever production software that they are comfortable with, but the student gets the branded environment and the better look and feel and engagement with the content. We automatically close caption the content when it streams through PQcast. That's available to edit within the platform itself as well. We can also simulcast that content from Conduit to YouTube or Facebook Live, right? And so see a lot of schools when they're doing a Facebook Live, it's like, great, you're doing a Facebook Live, but how are you measuring that, right? You're measuring it by number of viewers. You use Facebook and YouTube to amplify your content, to engage more people you don't already know. You point people to your Conduit platform. Because again, when you point your prospects to content on Facebook or YouTube, you're selling your students content to Facebook and Google for free, right? And so we're creating this, they're already on Facebook and YouTube. They don't need to be pointed there enough more to engage with your content, right?
If anything, you're increasing the likelihood that they'll get distracted, right? And go do something else. So yeah.
Exactly. You think about that what's next video. You think about the recommended videos off to the side, the notification that their friend sent them a chat message, whatever. These are all things that kind of get in the way. That's a very good point.